Hi, and welcome back. An update on my sugar apple tree and the cold weather here in SoCal that we have hit and about to become colder. So for the past few weeks, we have hit 50 or below 50-degree Fahrenheit here at night, and during the day it gets up to about maybe 60, 70. So right away, I can see that my sugar apple tree is struggling. But first thing first, let's look at something that you think that may be caused by the cold, but is actually normal, and that is the leaves. The leaves are changing color. Some are dying out. Some are turning yellow. However, that is actually normal. How do I know that? Because right over here, this is a sugar apple tree, small, young, and green, right? So the cold weather is not really doing much yet to the leaves. And these guys here are just going through its lifespan. Leaves, they grow, they do full, they photosynthesize and die out and turn yellow and die out so that the newer leaves can take over, so the tree doesn't have to have so many leaves. But the next thing that brings us to the tree are the fruits. So right away here, this is the first fruit. Let's take a look. So right away you can see on the skin that it is changing color, turning black, as if the tree is gonna abort this fruit. However, that is just on the outside, but in the inside here, the fruit is still okay looking. So I think, so what I'm thinking is that the temperature, the 50 is still okay, but it's struggling. However, with the wind chill, it so that brings it down to below 50. Therefore, it's causing some damage to the fruits. Um, let's take a look at some more here. So this guy here is a little bit hidden in the back here from all these leaves here, and as you can see, it is quite beautiful still. Look at that. Here, look at that. Let's look at another example that with fruit that are still being chilled. Uh, right here, right under this branch here, all the branches, all the leaves covering these fruits, and look at that, beautiful still, right? So, so and these guys here, these guys are quite hanging out in the open here, so very susceptible to the wind. And look at that, it's not looking so good. So 50 is pretty much the tipping point where this tree will start to struggle. So that kind of bring us here to one main topic, or the main um, mistake, or the newbie mistake that I made with this tree, is that I set too many fruits on this tree. So when the season first started, I had maybe over 50, and now I have over 20 something, and the fruits are not getting bigger fast. So because we have a very small window here to grow sugar apple here in SoCal, so the less amount of fruit the tree has, the quicker the fruits are going to get bigger, and therefore it's going to try to beat the season, right? So versus the fruit being this big right now, I could already be enjoying these fruits here right now and not have to deal with the cold, because right now the tree is using a lot of energy to grow 20 something fruits. If I had maybe five fruits, right? So 25 down to 5, that's like what, 5 times less. This guy here could already be this big, and I can, harvest it right now. So that is the number one, the biggest mistake that I have made this season here on this tree here. And to be honest, that is a noob mistake, really. But if I would think a little bit harder when I was growing this tree at the beginning of the season, I should have known. I should have known. I should have known, because we all know that sugar apple struggles here in SoCal, and and to set that many fruits here, it's going to drain a lot of energy. Just like these guys here, these guys are still okay at the bottom here, but as you can see, they are quite small still. So, so if you're growing sugar apple here in SoCal, don't set too much. Even if you think the tree can handle it, set as few as 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 you would be okay with, and enjoy the fruits right now here, at the beginning of December, when the weather is starting to turn below 50. this is the time you can actually, harvest them and enjoy them, versus me right now worrying whether the tree will let these guys mature out and harvest them later, or they're gonna drop them, you know drop them before they become, ready to be picked or to harvest. But with that said, I will probably come back and thin some of these guys here. So like these guys here, I will probably come back and thin, because I don't, these guys are out in the open. It's, and it's taking up a lot of nutrients. So I can try to thin these guys out, and hopefully some of the other ones, can mature and be ready to harvest, within this month, or maybe a little bit into January. Because when January hits, you're gonna be down in the mid 40s, and with wind chill, you're gonna go below 40. And the lowest here I've seen is about 38, and with wind chill, 35 frost, and then the fruit will probably be gone at that point. So yes, number one tip: don't set too many fruits. Don't think that don't grow this like an Atamoyas and, and then set all the fruits you want. Limit the amount of fruit, and hopefully you can get one or two, or a few, ready to be harvested for the season. All right, guys, that's it. Just wanted to show you guys what is going on with my sugar apple tree here, as the weather are getting colder and colder here in SoCal. So my tree is still okay. I know the tree is gonna live, because it has been here for 3 years already, 3 winters already. So, but I'm not so sure about the fruits. So hopefully they will live. All right, if you like the content and want to stay up to date with me and my trees here, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you and have a great day.